if you want bike commuting to stick, you need a bag that will go the distance. And for 8 years, this bag has not let me down. This is the Timbuktu Clark commuter bag. Now, this is not sponsored at all. I'm not paid anything. I bought this with my own money all the way back in 2018. And I kind of wanted to walk you through why it's important, in that conquering the mountain of commuting can seem Herculean of a task. But by having something as vital as the right commuting backpack, you'll be able to crush it with ease, and it will kind of protect you and serve you what rain, hail, or shine. So I'm going to go through this bag quickly and outline why it's been the best bag for me in terms of getting to work safely, having everything I need in it, and just helping me just crush the commute with confidence. So starting off, if you are a 9-to-5 office worker, this has a side slit for a laptop, which is great. And then in this slit as well, what I like to do is I like to fold a work shirt and slide that in the side. It's lots of space, so it's not as crumpled. And on the side, we also have some side pockets for water bottles. I like to put my gloves, so if it's gonna rain, I've got these longer gloves just ready to take out. It's got these zips here that can expand. Inside, you've got a keyring holder. This kind of broke. This is the only thing that's broken in the 8 years. I've just replaced it with a lanyard type of thing. Keychain. This is magnetic, so it opens easily. This is a pouch that's quite soft and fuzzy, so it works for having your glasses in there so they don't get scratched. Now I know this is black, but by way of safety, all this, you can see, is a reflective panel, which means that when car lights are shining on it, very vibrant and very seeable in terms of you're going to be safe. And in terms of transitioning to the front, you'll note that because the bag covers most of you, these panels as well are UV reflective, which means they're also going to be safe. It's got cushioning on the back. It's kind of curved you over time. This is a simple Velcro closure with heaps of space. So you need to put a change of shoes, your lunch, your water bottle, gym clothes, whatever else you can think of that you need to put in here. I guarantee you'll be able to fit it, and it will give you that sense that you are ready for a big day ahead, and it's going to work with you, this bag, not against you. Now, by way of rain, hail, or shine, this bag by itself, because of the nature of the materials on it, is actually waterproof, pretty resistant. However, if it's really heavy rain and you want that extra level of assurance, then at the bottom here we have a tuck away pocket, and effectively you open this up and you're met with this weather shield type of device that fits all the way over it, like a cover, let's say, which you've got additional reflectors, right? You've got additional reflectors here on the side and at the back. These are loops to put a bike light, so that's fantastic. You've got extra visibility, and I guarantee I've used this in situations with torrential rain and downpour, and everything inside has kept me dry. It gives me that confidence to know that when I get to work, my clothes aren't soggy, and I'm gonna have a good day. And then as well on the front, this is a magnetic snap closure to kind of go over your chest or sternum area. You can adjust where you put it on here, so the bag is very adjustable. It snaps in like so. You've got adjustments for how much you want to bring the bag up, so you can get a really proper fit. Because the thing is, if you're going to be having some weight on this bag, you need to make sure it's tailored to you, and this bag will allow that. Now, by way of what's really unique about this bag, now if you want it summer, you can take this off. It completely detaches, so if you want to save even more weight, you can. These are loops for the back area you need right here. So basically, the cool thing about this bag is it comes with a lifetime warranty, and the bag itself is actually the warranty. So something was to happen, then you've got no problems. They'll give you a new one, or they'll fix it or whatever. Now, for me, the only thing I've noticed is over time, these plastic panels on it have started to chip away and can be somewhat brittle. That's really the only thing, but these get a lot of movement and usage, so it's kind of to be expected, I guess. And the Velcro It still velcros, but it kind of is a bit weak. But then again, by using it for 8 years daily on a commute to work, there's got to be a level of wear and tear that you suspect, but fundamentally this bag still works really well. If you had to go on a trip, you can take this bag and put it underneath your seat compartment on an airplane, so it's really handy. If you have to travel somewhere, it will just kind of really give you that sense of confidence. And I guess for me, what I look for in a bag like this is safety features by way of other reflective panels on it. Yes, there's lots of areas to mount a bike light, which is fantastic, because this kind of covers your torso. So even if you had a fluoro top, it's going to be mostly covered by the fact that there's a bag. So having these panels really helps to add that visibility and safety and assuredness. The sense that the bag is really resistant against rain, which is going to be the hardest thing to combat, really gives you that sense of calm and knowing that you can just ride and not worry. Okay, so I realized something in post about this bag that I actually kind of forgot to mention the importance. This bag can fit so many things. What I mean by that is you can go to the grocery store and you can basically get, if you're really smart, like a whole shop in here. Like we're talking veggies, what else, like onions, like sometimes a loaf of bread at the very top. Like you can get fruits, you can put so much stuff in this bag. Get some tofu, get some beans. It will just fit, and because it expands, it just, like, you'll be surprised with the black hole that this is in terms of how much you can stuff in it. And in any event, if there's anything extra, you can kind of like have an extra like tote bag up the front, right? And then because this is so strong, you clip it to the front, so you're kind of like carrying kind of a bag like that. It's not the safest thing, but it does come in clutch. So this bag is just an absolute weapon. So not only for the commute, but also in terms of changing your whole lifestyle to orientate around the bike. It is a crazy, crazy thing just for that value, of fact that it holds so much, and no matter how much stuff you put in it, the bag will not break. It's like, I reckon I've had like 20 kilos in there. I remember one time I carried three bags of 5 kilo rice plus the bag itself, and then I think I put some other things in there, so it was like close to 20 kilos of just load of stuff, and it was holding up fine. Luckily I had the back support and stuff, but it was just crazy the amount that it can handle. So again, just really goes to the point to say this bag is another caliber. Not sponsored, just to share my, 8-year review of this backpack. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I talk about this backpack more in my ebook called Life Cycles, in which I kind of go about similar level, but I wanted to kind of bring this to the forefront and do a video on it because I've had this bag for 8 years and it's held up incredibly well, and I kind of wanted to do service and a review for it. Again, it's not sponsored, but I just wanted to really illustrate how something like this can really transform the scary reality of having to ride to work versus having something that's going to back you and give you the confidence that, hey, I'm a commuter or I'm a cyclist and I can get to work no matter what. So that kind of gives you that backing, when a lot of people might think that the fact that you're cycling to work is a very strange and foreign thing. But by having, I say, the right equipment, which solves the problem of things getting wet, not being able to fit anything, safety, visibility, and just strength and ruggedness for not having to worry about replacing it every year, gives you that sense of, oh yeah, this is my new reality. It's about transforming that personality, and that's what it's about. If you want to support me further, I've got a ebook called Life Cycles, which I take you through 160 pages worth of how to start getting on a bike and leveraging it for your own life, as well as talking about commuting. I've got another project coming up called The Tutorial Level, which is a free ebook. I'll have that linked soon in future videos as well, in terms of how you can start with nothing and build the fantastic life for yourself if you're feeling really down bad and you're not really sure what the next step is. I, again, wanted to make this just looking back, and really fortunate about kind of how I came across this bag. So I was in America and my bag just failed, and I was very lucky to kind of stumble across this brand and invest in it, and I'm really grateful for how it's turned out. It's not cheap, but the thing is, with anything of value, I believe it's worth it, and 8 years later, it's paid for itself.